Hey guys, Kev here, and I want to do some rapid fidget reviews. I know I need to catch up on them. I've done unboxings, and I don't quite always understand the fidget to its full potential in the unboxing, so I definitely want to do follow-ups on them, but I also don't want to do full videos because I feel like it's just not the same kind of content as knife stuff, and you don't need a full long form video for each item unless it's an unboxing, right? So I am going to go through 5 fidgets that I really like. Well, doesn't mean I have to really like them, but I'm going to go through 5 fidgets, and these are going to be 5 fast fidget reviews. The first one is going to be, let's see if I can zoom in a little bit so that it's not like too close, but I also don't want it to be too far. There we go. This is the ACedc soap, the Zozo soap, I think it's called. This one's in zirconium. So I got this one with that chicken dinner coin, and I'll tell you what, I really like it. Except when that happens, and that is the biggest problem. There you go. That is the biggest problem with this item. It is the reason why I don't take it anywhere. There's ceramic balls inside, so hang on a second. 3 on each side, 6 total. And you can mess with it. I gotta it's a little bit of surgery here, so hang on a second. One at a time, one at a time. Just gonna take my time, sorry. Come on, got it. All right, so again, this is why I can't take this one anywhere. Because I'll accidentally pop it up or something. I don't know what I do. Pop it like this with my thumb and then they fall out. Or maybe when I'm coming down, I pop it up here. I don't know. But it's not safe to take and go outside unless you're okay losing a couple of those balls, right? And they do send it with the 6 ceramics in there, and then they give you 6 steel balls as well. And the company I bought this from, it's a dealer on Etsy. Check them out. It's BigWhiteEDC. They've been a real actual supporter of the channel. They've sent a couple things. Very kind people. I've also bought a lot of stuff, but I very much have enjoyed talking to them and getting to know them and stuff, so it's cool. BigWhiteEDC. They're actually sending me some other balls that can go in here. They make Teflon, they make tungsten, and then they make the ceramic, and they make the steel. So I wanted to try them all, and they were willing to send some. So maybe if I have a good stockpile, then I won't care as much. But like if I'm risking losing my only set, I'm going to be pissed, right? And I'm guessing steel is going to feel different than ceramic, so I don't want to mix and match and stuff. Other than that, this thing is fantastic. That's really the downside to this product. Other than that, if you're okay with that, or you know, maybe you're just better at things. Maybe you're just better at things than I am. I'm also not paying attention because I'm talking right now. I don't normally, but I'll tell you, sometimes I just keep doing it, and other times I never have a problem. So maybe you see something I'm doing, but by the way, let me see if I can take that off again and show you. This is number 35, I believe, of 99, which is pretty cool. I believe that's just the zirconium version. They also came in steel and probably brass, copper, that kind of stuff, titanium. They may still be available on BigWhiteEDC. I've also seen them for sale in a Facebook group, I think, the Surplus Depot. And, of course, ACedc has their own Facebook group as well. It looks like a bar of soap. It's really cool, in my opinion. And I'm spending a lot of time on it, so I want to be careful here. But basically, you can go up to and down to with the balls in there, okay? And I really like the feeling, the way it bounces. Because of the ceramic balls, it really bounces back and forth. It's a strong feeling, like strong magnet, so to speak. I hate when you get something like this and the magnets are weak. It just kills it for me, right? So it's really fun. I don't know if you can hear it. That is just the craziest sensation when you're bouncing around. So I like that, and I like going up and down. right? Now, you can also do this. See if I can find a safe place. Probably just use my hand. You could take them out. Now, you can also put in one ball, right? You can play a game like this and do whatever you want. One ball in. Now I can go forward farther and go one more. Stuck right here. But it's a lot less sturdy. See that? How it came out of there? You could do 2 on each side if you wanted to. God, I can't pick it up. Freaking tiny balls. There's one more. You could do 2 on each side. Obviously, there's no point in doing like 1 on one side and 2 on the other. Now, oh, this is what I'm saying. It's very, it's not meant to do it with less than 3 on each side is basically what I'm getting at. But you can technically try stuff like that if you wanted to. And maybe somebody else have better luck than me. Now, you can do it without any in there. Now, you get less of that jumpy feeling. This doesn't feel as good, right? But it still works. And you can actually do tricks now. You can go up. Am I at the end? You go up to the end like that and pop it around. So you can actually do like spin moves with it. And it's pretty easy to do, honestly. Up to the end, flip it around. So you can do tricks and stuff. I'm not very good at it, so, you know, let's try it here, you know. So you can do it without any in there, but, the best way to operate this thing is to put 3 on each side. Again, you can use steel, you can use ceramic, you can buy, I guess, tungsten and Teflon, and doing this. So that's the soap. I actually really like this item. At first, I was like, I hate how the balls come out like that. But when you're sitting at your dining room table at midnight, just talking to people on the gram or whatever, I can just go to town on this thing, and it's extremely fun to do. It's very satisfying to get those clicks. So that's the soap. Then we have 2 Haptic Coins. These are both from Umbury. And this one is a Timascus coin. See there. The cool thing about Umbury is he doesn't do that central pivot magnet, which always pops out when you open them. He has some kind of sort of circular system here. You can kind of see the lip. And I guess that keeps it together because I've never had one come apart. But I do feel like because of that, it does maybe have a little less of a loud click. I don't know if that's just the nature of the materials I've had of his. Like, I've only had these 2. So a lot of the other coins I have are either steel or Zirc, and maybe that could be a reason. But very satisfying. It works really well. It is one of those where when your hands get sweaty, it kind of sucks because it's really slippery and it's like hard to manipulate. But when your hands are dry, it's perfectly fine. It's very good looking. It's got that Timascus. It's got a little bit of scratching on it. I got this secondary for $60, so I'm not going to complain. I actually think I have a buyer for it. I have so many coins at this point, like 5 or 6. I don't need them all, so I might as well move some along. And $60 is pretty damn good for one of these, so that's what I'll pass it along for. Then I have this one, which is a worry stone one. Same kind of internal small magnets around that track. And it has this lip right here, and so you can use it as a worry stone. So you can have it in your pocket when you're in the office or something, and maybe you just don't want to be making noises. You can do this. It's very, very satisfying to just do this and spin it. I really, really enjoy that. I do like this one better than this one, even though it's thicker. I just kind of like the fact that I can do that. This one's titanium. This was $70, brand new. From Umbury, made in New York. I think that's really cool. And again, just a haptic coin. This one I think I'm going to keep. I just really like it. But haptic coins are probably in the top echelon of fidgets for me. They're really fun to just, go to town on. They're not, you don't have to focus. You don't have to, you know, learn tricks. All you got to learn is don't squeeze hard. And it does take a little bit. You know, I've had a couple of people reach out to me that I've recommended stuff to, and they're like, man, I just don't get it. And then there's always that moment where like, oh, this is awesome. I love it, right? And I do the same thing with almost every fidget. I get it, and I'm like, ugh. And then a day later, I'm raving about it. So it's just a matter of letting things happen. Don't be too impatient. That's the one weird thing about fidget toys is we buy them to help us kind of not stress, and then they can be kind of stressful at first. But once you get it, it's fantastic. And Umbury coins are wonderful. I really want to get one of his fancy ones with cool engravings and shit. So I'm on the prowl for something like that from him. But those are the Umbury coins. Great products, great price. Next up, we have the Eclipse. This is from Cap or Kinetics Asia Pacific. Really cool product. This is in a polished zirconium. Have this blue pivot collar or blue pivot. It's actually a T8 pivot. You have a magnet down here and two down there, which catches it. And it's called the Eclipse because it's kind of like a pendulum, swings around and it catches, right? And it seems dumb. It really does. But it's addictive as hell. It's super fun. You get clicks and clacks and you get satisfaction, right? So what I try to do is just flick it, and I'll try to give it the least amount of pressure I can to get it to make it around. So like if I just do that, oh, see how it's, oh. That to me is a game, which is fun. Then there's the game where you try to just keep going. You try to just keep it, oh, see, you missed it. You got to time it. So it's kind of a timing it game. It's kind of like in a video game where you got to wait for something to fly by as you jump across a bridge or whatever, a gap. It's kind of like that, and you're just trying to nail it. Or I'll try to go for the hard press and go for the double whammy. Get the double spin on, which is cool. You can do other stuff. You can try to like hold it the other way and do more of like a flicking motion sort of thing. You know, where you kind of flick at it like this. You can hold it like that and try it. There's different things you can do, right? Now, my preferred is hold it like this and just do this. And when you're just sitting there mindlessly on the couch doing it or whatever, it's super fun. I guarantee it. It does look dumb, but it isn't. It's fantastic. And then the craftsmanship here, the machining, the build, it's really cool. I took one of these apart, I think, in the unboxing. You could see it come all the way apart down to this piece coming apart with the magnets coming out. I tried to use it as a spinner with no magnets, but, you know, obviously it's not symmetrical going around, so it's kind of a terrible spinner. But it does work, technically. Yeah, it's a really cool item. It was $180 in this polished zirconium. I think that's a good-ass deal, to be honest. So, yeah, awesome product right here. That is the Eclipse. Last but not least is the Shuffle from Lefty. They are the premier company. Them and ACedc, I would say. Lefty, $20.99. It's kind of like their slogan, sort of, $20.99. Has a pivot screw right there that holds them together. I've taken that out and it still works, but it's obviously there to, you know, keep things together. One downside to this is it scratches real easy. So this is a zirconium piece. You can see the whole thing is made out of zirconium, and then they put in these plates of steel. That's copper. I do kind of wish they had done something a little fancier instead of steel. For the money, because these are probably, in terms of what you get value-wise and stuff, these are probably the most expensive EDC item. Now, that's for good reason, because they're super popular. They sell like hotcakes, and, you know, people just think they're a cool EDC item. So there's a lot of people who buy these that aren't even like fidget guys. They just buy one set of these, and that's their thing, right? They like to have it in a picture, you know, with their EDC gear and shit. Like, I could put this down with my baby Barlow, you know, get a sweet pick with my Saga pen or something, you know. You get a nice little roundup. I'm the worst at you know, laying out good pictures, but you get my point. But they're expensive. You know, this pair of Kings was $300 or $289 from Fablades.com, Fablades.com. Go check him out. Fab's a good dude. He also has an YouTube where he reviews this stuff as well, and he's a dealer. You can get them a little cheaper. Happy Haptics was telling me that you can get them on AliExpress. There's some good dealers there that you can trust. I'm not there yet, so I'm not going to recommend anything like that to you guys. I personally can recommend Fablades.com. I can recommend EDCLong.com, LOONG.com. I can recommend FidgetHouse.com, and I can recommend an Etsy store called BigWhiteEDC. That's about it for websites that I can recommend for this stuff. Other than direct, like Umbury, Fidget things. Those guys are good too. But if you're looking for these, you know, those are the places I'd send you to. Yeah, you might pay an extra $40 for these, but are you guaranteed to get them and not get scammed? Yeah, you know. So that's where I'm at with it. There's also Facebook groups. If you guys are in the knife world, you know how that works. So, you know, you get your vouchers, you do your research, you can get a good set, you know, for $200 or something. So up to you. I do actually have a pair of Kings coming. My buddy Ev sold them to me, so I got those on the way. I really love the product. It's just a fun, snappy, it's like you're snapping your fingers, right? This is how you snap. And it's kind of the same thing. You're kind of just snapping out, and then you kind of slam it in. It's just super addictive. You can go 1, you can go 2, you can go back 1, you can go boop, boop, boop. And it's honestly just 2 rows, 3 magnets here, I think 4 there, and then there's only like 1 magnet on each side underneath. You can actually, if you loosen the pivot enough, you can pop this up and get it around, or pop it out and go this way, and then you can clean everything if you want. Very simple product. That's all it does. Go out like that and click back down. But they have made like so many of these. Look at this. This is number like 700 something. 720 in just the Kings and Zirc. I mean, think about how many are out there, right? So this is like the flagship fidget item in my opinion. I love the backside here. And then the only thing I'd like to note for people, if you're left-handed, this is LeftyEDC after all, is it is different. It's a learning curve left-handed because it's kind of right-hand biased, right, to do this. It's very fun. To do this is a little bit different, but I've gotten it to where I've carried and used them enough that like I just pick it up and I just do it left-handed, and it's just as fun. You just have to get used to it. It's going to be weird at first. But that's the Loudy Shuffle. Fantastic product. So we got the Shuffle. We got the Umbury coins right here. We got the Eclipse right here. And then we have the soap right here. Awesome products. Very different products. But that's what I like about the fidget world. There's just so many different things you can get into, and I absolutely love it. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I'm trying to keep these quick. I mean, 5 overviews in 20 minutes is pretty damn good for me. So I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave comments. Even if you're not into this stuff, just leave me a comment about something, right? Tell me your favorite color. Tell me your favorite movie, your favorite knife if you're a knife guy, your favorite drink. I'm crushing some Dark Berry, Dr. Pepper. It really helps the algorithm if you guys interact. And God knows I could use a little algorithm love. I've been cranking away at this for, you know, it's starting to get to where it's been long enough. I'd like to see a little more, you know, growth out of it. Is it the end of the world? No. But it would just be cool. So, anyway, love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. And I will catch you later.